Hi, I'm David Humphreys, and I want to show you my perfect storm portfolio analyzer. Now, what is a perfect storm? It's a storm basically that you can't survive. And today, the perfect storm for buy-to-let and property investment is coming about because we have increasing interest rates, reducing rents, falling property prices, negative equity, and capital gains tax liability on sale all at the same time. This page is where you put the information in about the properties, each individual property. We have the address, the type of property, the prices, the rents, etc., and even down to void days. The next page of information is all about loans, and you can enter up to 3 loans for each property. We then come to the interest payments for each loan, and it auto-calcs the interest rate. And finally, on this page, we come to the monthly costs and charges, leasehold costs, repairs and maintenance, for example, letting and management, and finally, the pre-tax monthly cash flow. By entering all this information, we are then able to properly analyze a property and see whether the property is headed for a perfect storm. And here we have the analysis page for a perfect storm. And if any of the figures in any property analysis on this page turn red, you have a problem. First of all, we look at the loans and analyze each loan and decide whether to include it or not include it in the subsequent calculations. We then look at the effect of the interest rates rising and the monthly interest payable, starting off at 5% or thereabouts and rising up to 10%. We then analyze the rent that needs to be charged as interest rates rise to maintain your current cash flow. And the analyzer auto-calculates the increase in the weekly rent required every year to maintain your current position and the annual percentage increase. And this turns red if the increase is higher than the rate of inflation. There is then a detailed asset analysis. We take the original buy price and deduct the cost of disposal to arrive at the sold cash price. We bring into play the loans and redemption fees and work out automatically whether you have positive or negative equity. We can also calculate the number of years that it will take for your property to reach what you paid for it, or the number of years it will take for your property to recover in value to equal the amount of the loans. If your property is in a location where property prices are falling, we will work out the projected value of that property after n months. And finally, the analyzer works out the projected capital gains tax liability if you have to sell. This perfect storm portfolio analyzer is unique, and every landlord should run every property that they own through it to find out whether they are vulnerable to increasing interest rates, reducing rents, falling property prices, negative equity, and capital gains tax liability on sale. This is David Humphreys signing off. I thank you for listening and watching and hope you found this interesting.